Fields Auto Group Cubs pregame live.
Cubs and Pirates coming up at 6:05 right here on Comcast Sportsnet. We are 13 minutes away from the first pitch. Order your pizza right now at pt1.com. Hello and welcome to Cubs pregame live, presented by the Fields Auto Group. Alongside Todd Hollinsworth, I'm Luke Stuckmeyer. Cubs trying to snap this 7-game losing streak. We don't have a whole lot of time to talk about it, but What do you think?
Well, not only are they trying to snap their 7-game losing streak, the Pirates are trying to maintain that second spot that they have in the wild card. That's it. They're winners of 7 and 8, so they're rolling right now, and the Cubs are trying to play spoiler. Yeah, they're going to have to clean it up a little bit. Their ball game right now has been a little disconnected, some issues down there in the bullpen, and not enough offense. And the Pirates have been playing some pretty good ball, so they better be on it tonight.
And some sloppy defense yesterday for the Cubs, too. Time now for our Comcast Business Edge as we look at Andrew McCutchen, the Cubs killer, with a .334 lifetime average, 13 homers, 50 RBI, another 2 hits against the Cubs last night. He has 9 extra base hits and 65 at-bats against Cubs pitching just this season. Clearly, Kutch with the edge all season long. That's Comcast Business Edge Sports at the speed of business. Yeah, you better be aware of him in the lineup.
Yeah, well, the Cubs have to, as so does the rest of the National League. This is Andrew McCutchen, perennial MVP candidate. And again, I mean, this team just feeds off him. He is their leader on and off the field. He's the leader in the clubhouse. And when this man starts to roll like he typically does and has done against the Cubs, the Pirates respond, and we know how the Pirates have been playing against the Cubs as well. So, yeah, he's their guy. You got to be aware of him in the lineup.
This is tonight's pitching matchup out at PNC Park. Felix Doubront against Jeff Locke. Doubront faced them just a week ago. He didn't have a bad game.
No, he didn't. 5 innings, couple earned runs. Did have 5 Ks scattered, 5 hits. You know, the one thing that you pick up on is, you know, how the Pirates have been doing things, so he's going to have to be on his game. They've got video to go off of now. Does a real nice job and has done a nice job adding and subtracting. Seen the changeup and the fastball, the big curveball as well. But this Pirates team's pretty good right now collectively, and that's how he's going to have to be on his game. He doesn't want to fall behind hitters because they're taking what the pitching is giving them right now. So Felix, again, has had a good couple starts. Hopefully he has a third one as well.
Let's take a look at the lineup that he's going to be facing tonight out in Pittsburgh. As you mentioned, Pirates trying to hang on to that wild card spot. Harrison at the top's really good. Then you get McCutchen. Walker had a good game last night, too.
Yeah, 10 hits from the top 4 guys right there in that lineup. That's the same lineup for the most part that you saw last night. 10 hits up there at the top. They got it done. Yeah, and again, it's a variety of guys getting it done. It's not McCutchen in the middle of the lineup. Neil Walker swinging a hot bat or hitting for some power at this time. It's top to bottom. They are playing fundamental baseball. They're moving guys along, and they really are clicking on all cylinders.
The other side of the game tonight, Jeff Locke going for the Pirates. They've seen him a couple times. What do you know about him?
Well, Jeff Locke, I mean, this is, you know, your typical lefty. He's got a great breaking ball. You did just see it right there. He's got a good changeup. He's going to throw at the lefties and righties as well. His fastball, 90-91, is not going to blow you away. 2.48 ERA over his last 5 ball games. Really locked in. Last start, the one you're watching right there, had 9 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody against the Philadelphia Phillies, and they've been playing some pretty good baseball. But here's the thing. The key to Jeff is early pitches. It's the aggressiveness that you see. When he is doing, when he is getting ahead of hitters, it expands his game. He's able to get to that breaking pitch, which is a strikeout pitch. It's not really a get-ahead pitch, so follow along. Right, that fastball's going to lead the way with him.
Here is the Cubs lineup tonight. Alcantara off the top. He had a home run last night. Baez did too, and kind of got him off the snide a little bit. He'd been waiting for a home run. Maybe that, for both of those guys, something to build on, right?
Well, that's what, certainly, Luke, yeah, that's what you want to see. I mean, these guys need to get rolling together. That's the one thing that we gave a lot of credit to when they were busy winning all those games in a row at Wrigley Field. Top to bottom of the lineup, everybody contributing. Right now, it feels slightly disconnected. Yeah, we've had some homers and some moments, but again, we got to get this offense rolling, and you know, you got to score in more than 2 or 3 innings in a row, or you'd like to score 2 or 3 innings in a row, not just solo homers. So hopefully, again, those 2 guys get hot at the top and set the table for the guys in the middle.
All right, how about Todd's keys to the game, presented by the Fields Auto Group. What do you have
All
for
right,
us?
Yeah, here we go. The key to unlock. Yeah, unlock Jeff Locke. That's just it. Cubs looking to be aggressive early in the count. Why? Locke's been really honing in fastball command early, getting ahead of hitters, and then opening up his game. The changeup, the curveball are very, very good pitches for him. But again, as I said, they're typically swing and miss pitches. He leads the way with the fastball. I'd love to see young Cubs hitters be a little bit more aggressive earlier in the count. Clean it up. Really, I'm just kind of speaking to what we've seen over the last week. It's been sloppy. Luke, we've seen some errors. We've seen some drop balls. We had another one last night, led to a big inning. And things kind of, I don't want to say it this way, almost playing to your age, but these guys are better than what we've seen over the last week. They proved that to us 2 weeks ago. So hopefully they can get back on their game. And finally, the last one is bullpen issues. I mentioned it during the postgame last night. 24 earned runs, sixth inning or later last 4 games. My goodness gracious, that's too many runs for an entire game. 6 per. So they are going to have to be just a little bit better than what we've seen. The aggressiveness is what I always speak to, what I've liked to see when the bullpen's going well. That aggressiveness has, well, it hasn't been quite there. So, again, you're looking for it to be a little bit better tonight.
Wish I could have one of those pierogies out at the ballpark tonight. They are good in Pittsburgh. Thanks for watching Cubs Pregame Live, presented by the Fields Auto Group. Cubs baseball coming up next.
If you sign up for DirecTV's latest deal, prepare to be blindsided. Because they'll double your rate before you know it. And you'll find you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you over $3,000 bucks. That's why the smart choice is Xfinity. You can see all the best action in football all season long, with no surprises. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
I make a lot of purchases for my business, and I get a lot in return with Ink Plus from Chase. Like 50,000 bonus points when I spend $5,000 in the first 3 months after I open my account.
And I earn 5 times the rewards on internet phone services and at office supply stores.
With Ink Plus, I can choose how to redeem my points. Travel, gift cards, even cash back. And my rewards points won't expire.
So you can make owning a business even more rewarding. Ink from Chase, so you can.
Imagine the luxury of not being here. The power you want with the fuel economy you dream of. Performance with a conscience. This is Volvo, innovating for you.
If ever you're not satisfied with one of our tires, please feel free to bring it back. Thank you. Discount Tire Company.
Real people, steel people. When it comes to quality, reliability, and value, they just won't compromise. Right now, legendary steel chainsaws start at just $179.95. Hardworking steel blowers start at just $149.95. Steel, America's #1 selling brand, and only at your local steel dealer. To find your local steel dealer, visit steeldealers.com.
Does it feel like everyone's trying to sell you a mattress these days? At Sleepy's, we know mattresses inside and out. It's all we do. And right now, save 50% off or more on every Beautyrest mattress in the store, with queen sets starting at just $4.99. Get a free box spring plus free delivery with Beautyrest Legend and Phenom during our biggest Beautyrest sale Friday and Saturday. Forget the amateurs. Trust Sleepy's, the only mattress professionals.
Sports Talk Live, presented by the all-new Chevy Silverado. Weeknights on Comcast Sportsnet.
Beautiful night for Cubs baseball here in Pittsburgh. We're on the shores of the Allegheny inside PNC Park, and it's the Cubs and the Pirates game 2 of a weekend series here on Comcast Sportsnet. Great to have you with us. Jim DeShays, Len Casper with you. The Cubs have dropped 7 in a row. They're going to have a losing season, but still some individual things to be accomplished. Somebody's got to lead NL rookies in home runs. It might as well be a Cub, right?
Yeah, and they've got some guys that are showing very well in this race. Mike Golt early on was showing the power bat. Lots of swings and misses from all 3 of these guys, but you see the power potential. Olt had some big league time with the Rangers a couple of years ago. Alcantara and Baez, their work this year, the entire body of work as major league players. If you project them out, Alcantara would be a 25 home run man guy, and Baez a 35 home run hitter, over 162 game schedule, but obviously have to cut way back on the strikeouts.
And the Pirates trying to make the playoffs, so that's their #1 goal, but they haven't had a batting champ since 2006, Freddie Sanchez, and they have a couple of candidates.
Yeah, you know, and Josh Harrison's been a great story all year long, an all-star, lifetime 250 hitter coming into this season, so that's been the surprise story. No surprise to see McCutchen on this list. He's the reigning MVP, typically hits for a high average. Buster Posey Posey has been red hot of late. So it's going to be fun to watch that race down the final 2 weeks of the season.
And Justin Morneau day-to-day with an intercostal strain. He's out of the Rockies lineup tonight. Last night, Cubs dropped game 1, but a couple of those rookies hit home runs. Baez and Alcantara. Lefties tonight, Dubront and Locke, as we get it going next.
There's no clock on this job. Just the timeless hands of intuition and effort, ticking from within. An endless cadence of committed work, from the passing of Mother Nature's final frost to the hanging dew at harvest. Around here, wheels are always turning, and watches need no winding. Because success never rests.
The DirecTV customers you're about to meet have allowed us to switch their service to Dish Network.
The Hopper says that it can do all these great things and record up to 6 shows at once, but it's doing these things that I don't want it to do or I don't need it to do. There's certain times of day, primetime I guess, is when half the DVR is reserved for recording all the primetime shows, even though we don't watch any of the network primetime shows generally. You would think it should just be allowed to watch what we want to watch, but instead Dish Network tells us what we want to record.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. AT&T Uverse. Find out what's possible with AT&T. Call 1-800-PIC-ATT. Mobilizing your world. Ford. Check out America's freshest lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online, only at southwest.com.
Back here in Pittsburgh, kind of cool as it was last night, but really just a gorgeous day and evening, and they're expecting a sellout crowd here tonight as the Pirates, who hold the second wild card spot currently in the National League, still want to win the division. They're 2.5 games behind the St. Louis Cardinals. But JD, after a slow start in which they went 10-18, they have the best record in the National League, 68-51.
Yeah, I think that fact sneaks up on a lot of people. They've played good baseball for an extended period of time now. They're 9 games better than 500. That marks their high water mark. They've been there 3 different times now. The Braves lost today. The Braves have lost 2 in a row to the Texas Rangers, so they picked up a little ground on Atlanta already today in terms of the wild card race, but they've got designs on running down the St. Louis Cardinals.
Cardinals hosting the Rockies tonight. Mentioned Justin Morneau out of their lineup day-to-day with the intercostal. Cubs trying to snap a season-long losing streak that has now reached 7 games. And the streak started against these Pirates at Wrigley Field last weekend.
The Cubs are kind of an undermanned bunch right now due to injuries. The Pirates playing really good baseball. They're kind of pushing towards the finish line. So a tough matchup here this weekend against this Pirate club. Cubs got thumped in Toronto and just trying to get things turned around.
Left-hander Jeff Locke, who was an all-star last year, will face this Cubs Southwest starting lineup. Alcantara and Baez both hit home runs last night. Luis Valbuena is at third. Wellington Castillo in the cleanup spot. It's Chris Valleca playing second. Mike Holt, we mentioned where he ranks on the rookie home run list. Junior Lake is in left, Matt Caesar in right. No Jorge Soler this weekend, his first child born in Miami. And Felix Dubront, the pitcher, will hit ninth.
Key defense for the Pirates here this evening. Starling Marte's got a bruised elbow, so he's been out of action for a couple of days now. That means Travis Snyder gets a start in left. McCutcheon center, Tabata right. Third to first will go Harrison, Mercer, Walker, Sanchez. Russell Martin behind the plate, having an outstanding year both defensively and with the bat. And Alexa's starting pitcher for Pittsburgh tonight, as Len mentioned, is Jeff Locke, 26-year-old left-hander, 7-4 this year in 18 big league starts with a 3.60 ERA. He's done a real nice job in cutting the walks down almost in half, his walk rate this year versus last. Good here in his home ballpark, 4-1 with a 3.47 earned run average, and 1-0 against the Cubs in 4 career starts.
Alfonso Marquez cleaning off home plate. He will call balls and strikes. Mark Ripperger is at first. The crew chief is Ted Barrett at second, and Paul Schreiber over at third as they head across the Clemente Bridge. Pirates have been really good here at home. And if tonight's Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Binny's Beverage Depot will donate $100 to JDRF, and it is Arismendi Alcantara who takes ball 1 to get us started.
Locke, a 3-pitch pitcher, fastball, curveball, and change. Throw both a 2- and 4-seam fastball. And you see those first 2 heaters clocked at 92 miles an hour. So he's picked up a little steam. His average velocity this year sitting right around 90 miles an hour. But his last start, he had a good heater and off to a good start here tonight.
He is from Conway, New Hampshire, Jeff Locke.
A phenomenal high school career. Was the 2nd-round pick of the Atlanta Braves. There's the changeup. Good disregard by Alcantara.
Locke was known as the Redstone Rocket because family lived in the Redstone section of Conway, New Hampshire. Grew up a Red Sox fan. Pretty well hit out into right center. There's a lot of room in the gaps here as McCutchen makes the play. A lot deeper though to left center. It's all the way out to 410 in what they call the north side notch. This ballpark somewhat dimension wise reminiscent of old Yankee Stadium. Deep left center.
Yeah, good point. Big power alley on left center. Yeah, so if you're from New England and you're a Red Sox fan and you're a pitcher, so you get compared to the Rocket. So they couldn't call him the Rocket. That was already taken. So he was the Redstone Rocket.
Ball low on Javi Baez. First homer in 18 games last night. You get a good look at Locke in the grip. That was a changeup from that center field camera as he reaches in to get the ball.
That didn't look like a strike to me. That ball looked down, didn't it?
It sure did.
I mean, that fastball right there, I think was about as high as that changeup. Yeah, I mean, I'm always hunting strikes. I'm begging for strikes, but that ball's low.
2-1 sinker on the inside corner. Baez backed off the plate.
Yeah, he's clearly looking soft or looking away in that situation to react that dramatically to a fastball that caught the inside corner.
Strike 3 called. That was a paint job on strike 3.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of this lately from pitchers throwing fastballs inside on Baez, going soft away and then hard in. They've executed some good pitches on him. Sometimes you just have to take your medicine and go sit down. That was pretty good work by Locke.
Well, Buena 1 for 4 in the opener. Run scoring has been pretty difficult for a lineup without Rizzo, Castro. Now for at least these 3 games, Jorge Soler is expected back with the team on Monday against the Reds. A strikeout, the 1,324th punch out for this offense. That already by far a single season club record. The previous mark 1,269 strikeouts in 2002. This is in the entire history of a franchise that goes back to 1876. Looking at some other numbers on this offense, the Cubs came in with an on-base percentage of .298. They haven't finished under 300 since 1968, and they have finished a season with a collective on-base percentage of below .298 only 4 times ever. And 2 of those times were in the 1870s. So there's some work to do. There is some work to do offensively.
And you know, the offensive numbers all around baseball are down. Batting average, runs scored, home runs, on base. But yeah, that's still pretty interesting stuff. 298 on base percentage, not going to get it done.
2-2 on the Cubs' number 3 hitter tonight. Outside, it's full with Castillo, the Cubs' hottest offensive player, on deck. Off to a sizzling start here in September. On the ground, right to Neil Walker, and he boots it and can't recover in time. Ooh. That is the missed layup on a breakaway.
Yeah, well, and the reason I was because Valbuena wasn't running hard initially, and that would have given Walker time to recover and make the play. And I think he might have still had a shot at him.
He got flat-footed. Ball came up. And that's an easy error call.
Yeah, right. Halfway down the line, Valbuena kicked it in. So it does bring the hot Castillo to the plate.
9 games into September, hitting .406. 13 out of 32. And inside, ball 1. A nice goal for him would be to finish above 250.
Yep, and get that on base. His on base percentage is down this year. His walk rate is down. Hitting for power, he's hit 11 home runs. That's a career best.
Hitters count here, 2 balls, no strikes. Just underway, first inning. 2-out error, keeping the Cubs alive here in the first. 3-0.
That ball can't find the strike zone. Needs to get a new one. Some balls just don't work. Looks like the plan is to pitch him in.
Now 3-1. Locke had that fantastic first half last year. 8-2 with a .215, made the All-Star team. Then he had to deal with a lower back injury that kind of derailed his season. He ended up at one point back in the minors. And an ERA in the 6s. Change up, swing and a miss. 3-2. Locke started this year on the DL with a strained oblique. Pitched at AAA. Aside from a spot start with the Pirates in May. Called up in June, and as JD mentioned, has been particularly good here at home. He had a really good month of August. Went unbeaten. And this is a big start for him here with his team in the playoff race. So without a hit, the Cubs rallying here with 2 outs, an error and a walk.
Yeah, and because there is no Castro, no Rizzo, no Soler, you know, the Pirates maybe have identified Castillo because he's swinging as well, swinging it well right now as a guy that they're going to be a little careful with. But it's interesting their approach there, because that was real cautious. In, a 3-1 changeup. Just not willing to challenge the strike zone here in the first inning. In this big yard.
Chris Valleca getting the start at second. Ball 1. 12 starts at first, a lot of them for Anthony Rizzo. 6 at third. He's made 1 start at short, and this is his 3rd starting assignment at second base. He's played all over the diamond. One and one.
Locke coming off an outstanding start last time out against Philadelphia. Over in Philly, 7 innings of 3-hit baseball. He allowed 1 run, didn't walk anybody, tied his career high with 9 strikeouts.
Breaking ball fouled away, 1-2. What a beautiful setting for baseball. This has long been one of our favorite ballparks. Frames the skyline just perfectly across the river. And it's a lot better here when the place is full. And it's been pretty full here the last few years. Swings and misses. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Locke as he works around the error and the walk. And the Pirates are coming up.
This is a different kind of airline. One that invented low fares so everyone could fly. One that decides where to go next by putting your needs first. And knows people are its most powerful fuel. Some say we do things differently. We say, why would we do things any other way? Without a heart, it's just a machine.
It's a new NFL football season, and the highlights start here with the game-changing GMC Sierra, featuring the most fuel-efficient gas V8 pickup engine ever. Get into the game at GMC's kickoff event. Now pay no interest for 5 years, plus get $1,000 bonus cash on any 2014 GMC Sierra 1500. Plus get 1 year of SiriusXM, including every NFL game, only from GMC, the official vehicle of the NFL.
Refreshment calls, Coors Light answers.
Anybody else?
Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Now the Pirates starting lineup, very patient bunch, leading the league in on-base percentage, tied for first in walks. And this is 1 through 9, brought to you by Southwest. Josh Harrison, red hot, leading the league in batting average. Mercer at short, McCutchen, last year's MVP. Neil Walker off to a good start here in September with the bat. Russell Martin back in there. He was off last night. Tabata and Sanchez again against the Cubs left-handed starter. Travis Snyder in for Starling Marte, and the pitcher Locke hits ninth.
How about the Cubs defensively? It's brought to you by Kia. A rare start for Junior Lake in left. Arismendi Alcantara covers center. Matt Caesar's the right fielder tonight. Valbuena, Baez, Valleca, Olt third to first. Wellington Castillo. Behind the plate, and the Lexus starting pitcher for the Cubs tonight is Felix Doubront. The lefty is 26 years old. Those are his numbers with the Red Sox and the Cubs. 3-5 with a 5.43 earned run average. He's made 2 starts with the Cubs. He's 1-1 and was a loser to this Pittsburgh team last week in Chicago.
Harrison, Mercer, and McCutchen. Pirates have dominated this season series. They've won 13 of 17. And have taken the last 6 in a row against the Cubs. Harrison reached base 4 times last night, 3 times via a hit. So his last 2 games against the Cubs, he's 7 for 10.
Hitting .324 against the Cubs for the season. He and Mercer, 1-2 punch in the ball game last night. Felix Dubron against the Pirates last week. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs.
Backhanded play. Baez looks it in. Throws a strike to Mike Holt.
Pretty well struck, but poor aim for Harrison. Felix's first start with the Cubs was a dandy in St. Louis. He allowed just 1 run in 7 innings. Retired the last 9 men he faced. Not a hard thrower at fastball. You see it at 86 here, averaging around 89 for the year. He'll cut it. There's a lot of cut fastballs in on the hands of the right-handed hitters. Change up and a curveball as well.
Another chance for Baez, this time charging Mercer's bouncer, and he gets him. McCutchen, 14 for his last 30. He has gotten hot at the right time, as the Pirates have won 7 of their last 8.
Hey, you were talking about the Cubs' poor on-base percentage. The Pirates have the best in the league at .331, and McCutchen obviously a real big part of it. He's up over 400. Just for context, league average on base percentage is .312,
which is way below what it was about 10 years ago. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, pretty good movement on that 2-seamer. Good arm side run on the 2-seam fastball.
1-2. Deep breath by the lefty. And a 1-2 changeup called strike 3.
Nice.
McCutchen didn't think so, but his opinion doesn't matter a whole lot. Pirates go down 1, 2, 3. Scoreless after an inning.
Hi, can I help you?
I'm looking for a phone plan. It has to be a great one, and I don't compromise.
Okay, how about 10 gigs of data to share, unlimited talk and text, and you can choose from 2 to 10 lines.
Wow, sounds like a great deal. So I'm getting exactly what I want then.
Appears so.
Now, I'm not too sure what to do with my arms right now, because this is where I usually start throwing things.
Oh, that's terrifying.
AT&T's best ever pricing. 2 to 10 lines, 10 gigs of truly shareable data, unlimited talk and text, starting at $130 a month.
Help Burger King change the $5 bill. Here's the one you know, the one I personally think is a little humdrum. This is Abe holding a Big King and the Big Fish from Burger King, but you could also mix and match. Seriously though? This is a real idea from my brain. You like the original? This is the original chicken sandwich right here.
Try the spicy original chicken sandwich, now on the Burger King 2 for $5 menu, where you can mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for just $5. Only at Burger King.
If I wanted you to come with me to Washington. No, I don't think so.
It's here, Ford's Great American Tailgate Event, featuring America's best-selling brand. Leading the way, Ford Fusion, C-Max, Focus, and Escape. Winning starts here, so hurry into Ford's Great American Tailgate Event. Now save on most Ford cars and SUVs with 0% financing for 72 months and pay no interest for 6 years.
Well, welcome back, everybody. One final homestand remains. It's a good long one. Reds for 3, Dodgers for 4, and then the Cardinals for 3. So don't miss your chance to come out to beautiful Wrigley Field and see some hardball before the weather gets too cold. Tickets in a variety of levels are available for every game during this final homestand. To purchase your seats, visit Cubs.com. .com. Reds are out of it, but Dodgers and the Cardinals have a lot to play for. Should be interesting ball games.
Mike Olt playing at first base. He's raised his batting average 15 points since coming up from AAA. Got on twice last night, double, and was hit by a pitch. Home run swing, just under it. 1-1. Locke's leg kick, kind of his motion from the wind, vaguely reminiscent of Ted Lilly.
The little turn.
Former Cub.
Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah.
High in the air, left center, and it's McCutcheon, the captain, out there to make the play.
Yeah, that's a good call. That is very Lilly-esque.
Left fielder, number 21, Junior Lake.
Haven't seen Teddy in a while. He is now with the Cubs, special assistant to Theo and Jed. Got hired this March. One 1-0 on Junior Lake. Second start for him since coming back from Iowa. Might have been able to see it coming out of the glove. That is the curveball from Locke, and that index finger is up on top of the ball. That kind of that spiked curve. Obviously, you can tell his changeup because you can see all of those fingers wrapped around it. This looks like a fastball coming with 2 fingers on top there. This one is popped. Shallow right. Caught by Neil Walker. We'd like to think we have all these secrets in terms of anticipating pitches, but
yeah, sometimes you gotta get.
Sometimes you just have to look at what the catcher, what finger he puts down or fingers, and then look into the glove.
Yeah, well, the catchers, used to be that with nobody on base, it was easy. One's a fastball, two's a curve, three's a slider, wiggles the change. But now teams have gotten very complex sometimes with their signage. Because of all the technology in the game and sign stealing, we see catchers with nobody on base sometimes going through a series of signs, taps and indicators,
especially on the road.
Yeah. Here we're going straight curveball. Looks like. Yep, you see the finger up. And that raised index finger essentially just gets that finger out of the way to provide a little more leverage for the middle finger. That's the one you really pull the seam with to throw that curveball.
Caesar finds the left field corner, and the Cubs on the hit board. That's a double. First career extra base hit, the 10th hit overall for Matt.
Yeah, good short stroke there. And Locke's been trying to do a lot of work inside on the right-handed hitters, and Caesar apparently paying attention, was ready for it.
Dubron 0 for 3 this year, 0 for 7 in his career, and a foul strike. All the Cubs base runners so far coming after 2 outs. Martin will lob it over to Sanchez, and the Cubs done in the second. 2-out double, no runs. Nothing early.
Bruce Rauner in his own words. I am adamantly against raising the minimum wage, against raising the minimum wage, against raising the minimum wage.
Now billionaire Bruce Rauner was caught saying he wants to eliminate the minimum wage completely. Eliminate the minimum wage? Taking thousands of dollars out of the pockets of hard-working families. Did Bruce Rauner really think no one would find out?
When you get a Honda Accord, you get more than just a car. You get a soundtrack for your morning commute, a better view of your surroundings, a way to stay connected while staying on track. And you're getting Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for a great price. So start something special at the Accord clearance event, where well-qualified customers can lease a 2014 Accord at $189 a month. Now at your Honda dealer.
Hi, everybody. It's Pat Hughes from Binny's Beverage Depot. What an amazing starting lineup. I'm looking out at over 3,000 spirits, and the prices, they are the guaranteed lowest on every bottle every day. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Moments.
Sorry, folks. Still waiting on that mechanic.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Bottom of the second. We're scoreless. So, paging all healthcare professionals, the Cubs and their fans look to give thanks for the outstanding patient care provided by the Chicago healthcare community. Join us on Thursday, September 18th. It's first pitch at 7:05. The Dodgers are in town. Yasiel Puig in that bunch. Purchase your tickets to the special events page to redeem an exclusive Cubs Scrub Top. Tickets are available only through Cubs.com/special events.
Eyes on the field, sir. I guess you could do some tweeting and texting between innings.
Yes,
it's okay.
Only between innings. And focus on the ball game.
Matt Holliday has homered for the second consecutive game. Cardinals leading 1-0. First inning against the Rockies tonight. Reds and Brewers just underway in Milwaukee. Scoreless as the home team will come to bat. Here, 0-0 in the bottom of the second.
Walk-off win for the Brewers last night. They've won 3 in a row now, showing some signs of life after being in a significant downward spiral.
That final weekend of the season might be really important for the Brewers against the Cubs. 3 games in Milwaukee. The 2-0 to Neil Walker is popped. Foul ground near the Cubs dugout. Castillo just can't get to it. Walker, a Pittsburgh native. Ian Robinson Cano, the only second baseman this year with 10 homers, 20 doubles, I should say, each of the last 5 seasons through this year. And he grounds to Baez, who ranges to his left. The throw in the dirt, and Oak can't handle it.
The E6 looked like Javi was a little indecisive there whether to come and get that ball. He ended up retreating on it, and I think he would have been better served to charge it. See how he changes his angle there, backs up on that ball, then has to hurry the throw, slings it sidearm, and didn't work out well for him. It's an E6.
First plate appearance of the series for Russell Martin. Chris Stewart got the start behind the plate last night.
Another guy with an on-base percentage up over 400. Well, he's having a heck of a year.
Yeah, he is. He loves hitting in this ballpark. 344 this year. And the bunt handled by Valbuena, and he got him. Barehanded pick. Luis Valbuena.
Yeah, Martin handles the bat well. He's a good hit and run guy. He can bunt. Bid for a base hit, and Valbuena gets him by an eyelash down there at first base.
Well, he'll get a sacrifice, right? Clint Hurdle's coming out.
You know, the official score just said 5-3. Didn't credit him with a sacrifice.
Oh, really? Okay. I think that's probably the right call, but you rarely see it.
Yeah, normally they give the guy a sacrifice, and they're not going to challenge. So if there were a
no, they called it a sack.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, I think he said 5-4 originally, and that's why.
That's
said 5-3.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, back in the day, there was a short period of time where they played an all-star game mid-season, then one at the end of the year. Walker would have to be the guy at second base, right? If there was a postseason all-star team.
Yeah, I would think so. Caesar comes in and makes the catch for the out. Well, now you got me thinking. Why do you make me think? 2 down. And it'll bring up Gabby Sanchez.
Running through my head, the National League second baseman.
I think
Murphy in New York's had a nice year.
Yeah, Neil Walker leads all of them in OPS. You've got Murphy, Jeanette, Utley, Dee Gordon. All the stolen bases, but his OPS 100 points lower than Walker's. Wong, LeMahieu, Phillips, Hill, Jerko. Your top 10 in OPS.
I got it.
Yeah. One strike on Gabby Sanchez. Throws this one to center. It's going to hold up, though, for Alcantara, and that'll end the inning. They strand a man in scoring position. 2 in the books. Cubs nothing. Pirates nothing.
Live a full life. The Lexus CT Hybrid with an EPA estimated 42 mpg. The further you go, the more interesting it gets. Lease the 2014 CT 200H for $299 a month for 27 months. See your Lexus dealer.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced, or descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
It's a new NFL football season, and the highlights start here with the game-changing GMC Sierra, featuring the most fuel-efficient gas V8 pickup engine ever. Get into the game at GMC's kickoff event. Kick off the season right and use your special value pricing to get over $8,300 total value on this specially equipped Sierra. Plus, get 1 year of Sirius XM, including every NFL game. Only from GMC, the official vehicle of the NFL.
Tomorrow, the White Sox look to close out their series with the Twins on a high note. We'll hit the air 12:30 for a pregame coverage. White Sox and Twins. 12:30 tomorrow on Comcast Sportsnet. So the White Sox, a 5-1 winner earlier today, make up doubleheader. And the Twins with a 4-0 lead. They got 4 in the top of the first in game 2. Alcantara toward left, and Mercer will just pick it up. And Alcantara's got an infield hit.
Alcantara goes up there, first pitch swinging, and finds success.
Here's Baez, who struck out looking in the first inning.
Locke worked fastballs in, soft stuff away. In that sequence to Baez. He's allowed 13 home runs this year, 11 to right-handed batters.
Well, speaking of the word lock, I guess it's with some irony that his name came up in a wild story involving a hoax. Basically, a kid he grew up with had made up an elaborate story of Locke fixing games, which actually never happened. That ball driven to deep left, and a laser two-run homer for Javi Baez. He's now gone deep in back-to-back games.
Yeah, when he leaves his bat, there's not much doubt. Last night he hit a curveball. This appeared to be a changeup. It's been an effective pitch for Locke so far, but this was a hanger. Yeah, right there, right in the center square, the Paul Lynn square, hanging changeup. This ball deserved to get abused, and Baez obliges. Here's your home run replay. Baez heating up, number 9. Hope everybody's okay.
Sinker is low on Valbuena, so 2-0 Cubs.
Yeah, so you're talking about Locke's the story on Locke.
Sports Illustrated story came out about a month ago, and we don't have time to get into all the details here. I can tweet a link to it, but I know you read it as well. So I guess that he had a friend who knew him, and he.
Yeah, it was a kid that he played. It was a kid that he played youth baseball with. That had since moved to Arizona. And it was a gambling, like a handicapper, and would tweet and text and put, you know, betting tips out there. And he tried to reach out to Locke on Facebook, and Jeff just didn't respond. So the guy felt jilted, basically,
right.
and started you know,
getting word around that he was
working
games
together with his old buddy Jeff Locke from growing up in Connecticut, and you know, giving inside information to other gamblers that Locke was fixing games. And
the eerie part about it, and what really raised suspicion, is that ball is lined deep to right. Valbuena bangs it off the out-of-town board, and he will head into second with a sliding double. Good start to the inning. Single homer double.
That was a bit of a hanging fastball there. Yeah,
the eerie part was Locke got in such a bad stretch, he kept losing games.
Yeah, and the guy nailed it. The guy would say, you know, he's going to lose today, he's going to give up this, and everything the guy was saying came true. And then his final start of the year, the guy said he's going to win because it's against Atlanta, his former club, and he really feels motivated to beat him, and he pitched well, and he did beat him. So that's what got everybody kind of locked in on this, and MLB did a big investigation, none of which Locke knew was going on.
Right, he found out after the investigation had finished, and he was exonerated.
They did get a hold of the guy, interrogated him.
Ground ball base hit. Valbuena will stop at third. Yeah, and I think also part of it, tell me if I'm wrong, is that the guy basically, when it was all laid out to him, he basically said, yeah, I made it all up.
Yeah.
Like, nah, right. Okay.
Right,
and then they had to check the story, and basically they couldn't find a connection between the two men.
Yes. I mean, other than the fact that they were, you know, they did grow up together back in the day, and it's a really interesting story. And obviously, baseball, anytime there's any suspicion of gambling and gamblers being involved in the game, they're going to get involved.
So I have tweeted a link to that story if you'd like to read about it. It could be a made-for-TV movie, I guess. At Len Casper, if you'd like to find it. Well, the Cubs bats getting going here. Good to see. 4 consecutive hits to start this inning. Because hitting is contagious.
Yes, it is. It's catching on. It's a virus. It's really contagious when a guy throws a fastball over the heart of the plate and a Paul in center square hanging changeup. It's amazing how contagious it is then.
Now playing it to the plate as they will turn 2. So no RBI for Valleca. It's 3-0.
First baseman, Mike Old.
Now Alt with the bases empty and 2 outs. Outside edge. 1-1. Get back out of play. Well, the one thing Ricky Renteria has not really had the luxury of doing very often here the last week plus is getting into the middle to late innings and using his top bullpen guys with a lead. Hopefully he'll have that chance tonight. Still early, we're only in the 3rd, but the Cubs have not had a lot of late leads.
They haven't had many leads, and if they have, they've come early in the ball game.
Curveball, broken bat, fly to left, and it's Snyder to gather it in. Javi Baez with a 2-run shot, his 2nd of the series. He had gone 18 in a row without one. Getting hot again. 3-0.
This is a different kind of airline. One that invented low fares so everyone could fly. One that decides where to go next by putting your needs first. And knows people are its most powerful fuel. Some say we do things differently. We say, why would we do things any other way? Without a heart, it's just a machine.
Rest assured, the all-new 2015 Hyundai Sonata was designed to be safe. Because safety is always in style. The all-new, completely redesigned Sonata from Hyundai. Lease the all-new 2015 Hyundai Sonata for $181 a month. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Monday, Jorge Soler and the Cubs kick off a 3-game set with the Redlegs on the north side. Coverage starts at 6:30 with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto Group. Cubs, Reds, Monday at 6:30 on Comcast Sportsnet Plus.
Well, we have good news. That lady is fine. It didn't look so good as this screaming home run entered her section off the bat of Baez. I thought it hit her in the side of the face, but she got her arm up. And maybe he's got some ice under there, but that's good news.
I think her gentleman with her should have made a play.
And
made a valiant effort.
I didn't notice Martin got hit by the broken bat.
Yeah, I think the barrel of that cracked and kind of spun around and got a piece of him.
Olt fly out to end the inning. 1-0 on Snyder. Batting eighth tonight. Cutter catches the outside. 1-1.
Cubs catching a break here with Marte dinged up a little bit. He's been red hot. Here's the final inning. They see the broken bat comes around the barrel of the bat. Gets Martin.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Another angle. Boy, is that skip? Oh, it looked like
Marquez got a piece of it too. Talking to the bat guys, the Louisville Slugger guys, when they were in Cincinnati recently, and they were talking some interesting stuff about, remember the maple bats? I mean, there's still guys who use maple bats, but there was that controversy a few years ago. So many of them were breaking.
Yeah.
So there's very specific rules now about the nature of those bats.
Ooh, that ball scoots under the glove of Baez as it narrowly avoided catching a big part of Felix Dubront. So they've got their first hit.
That's back-to-back line drive. Sanchez hit a rocket to end the second inning, a line drive to center field. Snyder starts the third with a sharp comeback here. Look out, Felix. Sinking line drive. Baez couldn't make a play on it. Clearly a base hit. But the bats have to, they had all kinds of terminology that I don't remember. And every time there's a broken bat, the league gets it, and it's recorded, and if X number of them break out of a certain lot, then there's a fine involved.
Wow.
Yeah. So they want to make sure that only the best wood, gets into the hands of the big leagues players, because the way those bats were snapping was a dangerous situation. And if you paid attention to the game over the last few years, you've noted that is way down, that incidence of those shattering bats.
Well, Buena already way in on the grass. As Locke squares. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a good take there by Locke, and what the fundamentals of bunting. They'll teach you to set the bat at the top of the strike zone, and if the ball's above it, lay off. That's exactly what he did. Square early, use your legs.
Throw to second for 1, relay, and Baez really let it loose. And Locke is safe. Well, he swings hard and he throws hard too. Chris Vallejo was going, oh man, this is must have. I know what Mark Grace felt like.
Yeah, that's reminiscent of Dunston, isn't it? Reached back and fired across the diamond. That was a. I mean, if you're Locke and Valbuena is as close as he was, if you can't bunt the ball to the first base side, you're better off swinging away there.
Harrison grounded to short in the first. Fastball high. Fly ball to right, long run Caesar, but he gets there and makes the catch. Time for you to tweet your photo using hashtag NorthsideFanPhoto for a chance to have it appear in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by AT&T. Jordy Mercer. Cubs leading 3-0. And a strike called. 4-0 Cardinals. Matt Carpenter has homered. The Cardinals leading early at home against the Rockies, and the Pirates trailing. St. Louis 2.5 up in the division.
Ron getting better movement on that two-seam fastball than we've seen in his previous starts. One of those guys that tends to pick up a little steam as the game goes along. His fastball gets a little better.
Baez will underhand. And Valleca 6-4 to end the inning. 3-0.
T-Mobile's the first national network to give you Wi-Fi calling. Now every Wi-Fi connection works like a T-Mobile tower. It's Wi-Fi unleashed.
Enjoy premium taste with Chili's Top Shelf Enchiladas. Check out our jalapeno barbecue chicken or beef short rib enchiladas. Handmade with fresh premium ingredients like house-made corn and black bean salsa. Chili's Top Shelf Enchiladas. More life happens here.
Hi, everybody. It's Pat Hughes from Binny's Beverage Depot. What an amazing starting lineup. I'm looking out at over 2,500 beers, and the prices, they are the guaranteed lowest on every bottle every day. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
What are you doing? Pull up! We're too low!
I know, but isn't Wisconsin beautiful in the fall? Hiking in the cool, crisp air, so many pretty fall colors.
We're too low, Roger! The trees!
You can call me Kareem if you want.
Kareem? We're too low, Kareem!
Did you know I won my first NBA championship here?
You're out of your mind!
I know. Why did I ever leave this place?
You were young.
Tune in an hour before kickoff for Bears Pregame Live presented by Meijer. Hear from Dan Jiggets and Jim Miller and go live to the field for the Players Preview. Watch Bears Pregame Live every game day only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Welcome back. Beautiful night in Pittsburgh. On Friday, September 19th, the Cubs take on the Dodgers. First pitch 1:20. First 10,000 fans at the ballpark will receive a Cubs travel blanket presented by United Airlines. To purchase tickets, how about Cubs.com?
So the Reds have Mike Leake. The Pirates have Jeff Locke, and the Cubs have Junior Lake. We got Lake, Leake, and Locke all in the division.
And the Cardinals have John Lackey.
That works. Fouled away by Junior. Well, let's take a look at Ted Lilly and Jeff Locke.
Lilly had the hands up over the head, but there's the real similarity. A little turn, keep the weight back. Lilly just a little bit taller in his delivery, but yeah, very similar.
Inside for a ball, 1-1.
Locke has shown a good changeup at times here tonight. That was a real good pitch for Lilly.
Locke had a couple of no-hitters as a sophomore in high school. One was a perfect game as a junior. He had a 5-inning no-no. All the outs were strikeouts. 15 of them.
He would have gotten a very high Bill James game score for that effort.
He would have. 34-2 in high school with a 0.49 earned run average. Signed with the Braves after being taken in the second round in 06 out of high school. Got him on the curve.
Three strikeouts for Locke tonight. He's been very democratic. He got Baez looking at a fastball, Valleca swinging at a change, Lake chasing a curveball.
Caesar doubled in the second. Off the plate inside.
From Atlanta to Pittsburgh in June of 2009, a 4-player deal involving Nate McLouth. Caesar appears to be seeing the ball well tonight. Turned on an inside fastball for a double last time, and just the way he took that changeup, he's seen it pretty well.
Another one, 2-1. Curveball hit hard on the ground. Nice play, Harrison.
A bid for a second double of the night. But Harrison there to make the play on him. Sharply hit. Good quick reaction to the backhand side for Harrison. Good solid defender. For a while there, Harrison this year, he was kind of like Ben Zobrist for the Rays. He was playing so well. You know, Clint Hurdle was going to get him in the lineup, but it was all over the field. And then with Alvarez having some defensive issues and then injury issues, Harrison's taking over at third base.
Martin and Locke wanted that call, didn't get it. 2-0. Topper over Locke. Walker can't get him. First career hit for Felix Dubron.
I was a little bit surprised to see him swinging 2-0, but it paid off. First major league hit. It'll be a line drive tomorrow for Felix. That's what you call a slow developing play.
He's still alive for Alcantara, so Locke still has not had a 1-2-3 inning. Now Eric Hinsky retrieved a jacket or a sweatshirt.
Yeah, you got to get the jacket. First big league hit. He's going with the hoodie. Whether you need it or not, you got to get it. It's part of you're part of the tribe. You get to wear a jacket on the bases if you're a pitcher.
Swing and a miss for strike one. Whatever happened to the bullpen car?
I suggest we bring it back.
I don't think it was something that needed to go extinct.
I think there was a sense that, oh, these players are lazy. They need to, you know, there's kind of air of elitism to it. They need to be driven in from the bullpen. They can run in, but
maybe
with pace of play issues in the game, I mean, that'd be, for nothing else, that'd be a good reason to have it.
I guess it's a little more environmentally friendly to not have it. But some of them look pretty cool.
Yeah. Be a nice little revenue grower, right? You put some advertising on there. You could do it like a NASCAR. You could have like 9 different sponsors on that thing.
The Pirate Parrot could drive you in. 2-1 is inside 3-1. Key point in the game last night was a 3-1 pitch from Garrett Cole to Alcantara with the bases loaded in the 6th inning. And Cole kind of hanging on for dear life, leading by a run. He got Alcantara to pop out.
Yeah, a 3-1 fastball with the bases loaded. And he knows if he walks him, it's a tie game, and he's probably coming out of the game at that point. So in his mind, he had to challenge, and he beat him with a 96-mile-an-hour heater. Cole continues his stellar career mark against the Cubs, undefeated. He's 5-0 against them now.
Yep,
that was the heater, a 3-1 fastball.
Question, that was the biggest out he recorded last night. Swinging bunt. Pounces on it. Gets it to Sanchez in time. First career hit for Dubron, and he'll head back to the mound with a 3-0 lead.
Hi, can I help you?
I'm looking for a phone plan. It has to be a great one, and I don't compromise.
Okay, how about 10 gigs of data to share, unlimited talk and text, and you can choose from 2 to 10 lines.
Wow, sounds like a great deal. So I'm getting exactly what I want then.
Appears so.
Now, I'm not too sure what to do with my arms right now, because this is where I usually start throwing things.
Oh, that's terrifying.
AT&T's best ever pricing. 2 to 10 lines, 10 gigs of truly shareable data, unlimited talk and text, starting at $130 a month.
Improve the lighting in your home with Sylvania light bulbs. This general-purpose LED bulb replaces a 60-watt incandescent and lasts up to 22 years. It's only $5.97. Save big on everyday essentials from Procter & Gamble at Menards. Right now, get a $10 rebate when you spend $40 on Procter & Gamble products, including quick-dissolving Gain Flings, which fight stains and brightens your clothing. A 16-pack is just $4.49.
Save big money at Menards.
That looks good.
Yeah, I gotta eat right this fall. I'm doing Crop Fit.
What's Crop Fit?
Hardcore fitness based on 19th century farming practices.
Pick the pumpkin! Pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it! Hold the plow, son. That's it. Grab the apple. Grab it, grab it, grab it. I know it's a barn raiser.
This is not a one-man job! That sounds intense.
That's one word for it.
However you stay fit this fall, start at Subway. Lots of great tasting low-fat sandwiches like the Subway Club with ham, turkey, and roast beef. Subway, eat fresh.
Really?
Monday, the Cubs are back home to kick off their final homestand of 2014. They'll battle the Cincinnati Reds. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30 only on Comcast Sportsnet Plus. Reds, Dodgers, Cardinals on this next homestand. Final one of the year. Nothing. All 3 runs came in the 3rd inning in support of Felix Dubron.
Pirates have a lot of hot hitters here in the month of September as they make this push for the wild card / division. Andrew McCutchen, last year's MVP, a big part of it again this year. You see his Septembers last year and this. Very good last September with a 994 OPS. Even better so far September 2014, hitting 348 with an OPS up over 1,000.
Thanks to Mike Feeney, tweeted me a mental floss piece on the rise and fall of the bullpen car. The final one. You know who had the last one in the big leagues?
I do not.
The Milwaukee Brewers. They had the sidecar deal with the Harley.
Oh, yeah.
I guess some teams in Japan still have them. And one of the theories on why they're gone, other than the fact that once everybody started getting rid of them, everybody else did, is liability issues.
Really?
Insurance and stuff. I don't know. Maybe a guy falls out, gets run over. Who knows?
Relievers are out there signing a waiver before they come into the game.
(2-0) on McCutchen.
How about a bullpen bicycle?
There you go.
Just have a guy
Ride
bike in from the pen. Yeah. If you made a double switch, you could have a bicycle built for two.
The tandem bike.
This needs to happen. You need to have a bicycle in every bullpen.
No, but what you do is the reliever rides the bike to the dugout, picks up
the other guy,
switch partner, takes him out to his position. Three and two, full count. We brought 6-2, 225, and here it is. Foul pop will do it again.
McCutchen will not be able to complain about not getting a pitch to hit. That was a right there fastball for him.
Brant debuted at this level in 2010 with Boston.
Had a couple 11-win seasons there. He's 27-23 lifetime.
McCutchen is on.
He has such a quick bat. Pitch up above the hands, but no problem getting on top, lashing that into left field. Throwing some top hand there. Let's see number 7 up out of the strike zone. Got such a great approach. That was a good look at it, the way he just drew his hands back, kept the head steady. Very efficient.
Walker has committed an error and reached on an error. It's kind of been an error-filled night, I guess, involving Walker. McCutchen has 17 steals on the year. Middle of the order here. Team down 3. Left-handed pitcher. He might be a little more cautious tonight.
Yeah, I think
Castillo's throwing well.
Just the fact that there's a left-hander on the mound sometimes will shut a guy down.
We'll give you all that, and he'll probably run with this next pitch. 0-2. It looks like he wants to run. Slide step. Brought pretty quick to the plate. 1-2. In the Pirates' long history, they've never had a second baseman hit 20 homers in a season. Walker's hit 19. Bill Mazeroski hit 19 in 1958.
No, it's not a position you normally associate with power. Obviously, they're outliers. Ryan Sandberg, Jeff Kent,
Dan Ugla. Chase Utley.
Yeah, Utley.
Lou Whitaker might have had a couple of home run seasons.
Yep.
Bounced way out in front of home plate. Now they've got McCutchen caught. Throw to second. He is out.
He who hesitates is out.
So that won't be a caught stealing. 2-4. Trying to advance.
He's getting a secondary lead. He sees the ball in the dirt. He starts and stops, and probably would have been better off just going for it initially. Good play by Castillo. Continues to do very good work behind home plate.
Full count now on Walker. High fly to left. Junior Lake. 2 away.
Phil Garner hit 17 home runs for the Pirates in 1977. George Grantham, ever hear that name?
I've heard the name.
He had 18 for the 1930 Pirates.
Jose Lean hit 9 in his career. Career high was 3. 1991. Martin with a base hit. Up Tabata. 0 for 1. Mainly a corner outfielder, and without a home run, he's had 178 plate appearances at this level this season. Got 17 in his career. And parts of 10 seasons in the minors, only 29 home runs at that level. So it's not really part of his resume.
Yeah, so and when that's your background, you're pretty much relegated to a backup role.
And you need to hit for
if you're corner outfielder that's not hitting for power, you're not going to find regular playing time in most big league clubs. But he's good against left-handed pitching, and he can prove to be a valuable backup.
Yeah, it's funny, you know, because he's a corner guy. You look at him, he's 5'11", 210. He's put together. You just kind of assume that he's got some pop. But that pop has been occasional at best, if not downright infrequent. Nice grab by Caesar. Thanks, Matt, for saving us. Talking about a lack of power. Is Tabata
maybe it's in there,
bidding for a double. Still 3-0 Cubs as we head to the 5th.
As fast as things change, it's nice to see that some things never change. People love their Camrys. That's why the Toyota Camry's been the best-selling car in America for 12 years in a row. Get amazing 0% APR financing for a full 60 months, plus $750 bonus cash on a new 2014.5 Camry. Or lease a new Camry for just $189 a month. Come see why so many people love their Toyotas. For other great deals, visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, Hi, I'm Donna Lawler of Gerald Subaru. We are one of an elite group awarded the Subaru Stellar Care Award for excellence in customer satisfaction. That's one reason over 62% of our customers are repeat or referral customers. Drive home today in the Subaru of your choice because we have the largest inventory in Chicagoland and our vehicles are backed by the Gerald exclusive lifetime warranty, which means unlimited coverage anywhere you want to service your vehicle. Gerald Subaru of Naperville is always a better deal, I guarantee it.
The DirecTV customers you're about to meet have allowed us to switch their service to Dish Network.
So we called Dish Network to find out exactly what we could record and what we couldn't record with the Hopper. We thought that you could record 6 shows all at the same time. Then after the call, it seems like you can only record 2 shows during prime time. And the 4 other shows are what Dish Network tells you can watch, which is what's on the networks. So I am still very confused about what you can and what you can't do with Dish Network.
Welcome back. Cubs lead 3-0 here in Pittsburgh. We are headed to the 5th. Saturday, September 20th. The Dodgers are in town. This is a new game time. It's 12:05 now for the first pitch with the Dodgers. First 10,000 fans at the ballpark will receive a Cubs tumbler presented by Pepsi and the Brookfield Zoo. For tickets, visit Cubs.com. That's a must-have item. Spazio checking in with his starting pitcher, Felix Doubront. Gave up a couple hits there in the 4th, but no runs. Continues to pitch scoreless baseball, and this is his 3rd start with the Cubs. Hulk Hogan, Iron Sheik. Who's that? Rowdy Roddy?
You got it.
I'm not even a wrestling guy.
That's
right, Hulk, I knew. The Sheik, I kind of, there's some context clues there.
1-1 on Baez.
I was more of a Gilles Le Fish Poisson guy. Used to get a lot of Canadian wrestling on TV where I grew up.
2-run homer in the 3rd for Baez. 1-2. Ground ball to the second baseman Walker on the other side of the bag.
A bit of a mistake breaking ball there from Locke, but he got away with it this time. Baez 1 out of 3 with a 2-run home run. Will saunter back to the Cubs dugout.
Good curveball. Buena pulled off it a little bit. Kane County Cougars win tonight, and they are the Midwest League champs. And they're at Lake County, leading 4-1 in the 5th. Jacob Rogers has homered for the Cougars as Valbuena strikes out. Kind of feels like the Cougars are destined, doesn't it? They went 91-49 during the regular season. The best of 5, and they lead 2-0 in the series.
They must have had a huge lead in the regular year. Did anybody come close?
Let's see. First half they won by 6.5 games. Second half by 4. Overall 18 games better than the second place club.
It's pretty dominant.
Yep.
Locke's been pretty effective inside to the right-handed hitters with his fastball. Got hurt with a couple of off-speed pitches tonight. Reminiscent of Al Leiter used to pitch cutters in a lot, change up away. Dave Dravecki comes to mind. Ted Lilly, we talked about the mechanics similarities to Lilly. Lilly was very effective up in the strike zone.
Box 1-2. Sticking with the curve. Now it's even. Valleca on deck. Righties tomorrow. Jacob Turner, Edinson Volquez. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And a reminder to all my little Hulkamaniacs, say your prayers, take your vitamins, and you will never go wrong.
This is a different kind of airline. One that invented low fares so everyone could fly. One that decides where to go next by putting your needs first. And knows people are its most powerful fuel. Some say we do things differently. We say, why would we do things any other way? Without a heart, it's just a machine.
Coors Light meets a blend of natural citrus flavors. Squeeze the most out of summer. New Coors Light Summer Brew.
With Luna, take 40% off your entire project. That's 40% off carpet, hardwood, and laminate. 40% off padding and materials, and 40% off installation. Reserve your appointment now.
773-202. Luna.
Help Burger King change the $5 bill. Here's the one you know. The one I personally think is a little humdrum. This is Abe holding a Big King and the Big Fish from Burger King. But you could also mix and match. Seriously, though? This is a real idea from my brain. You like the original? This is the original chicken sandwich right here.
Try the spicy original chicken sandwich, now on the Burger King 2 for $5 menu, where you can mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for just $5. Only at Burger King.
If I wanted you to come with me to Washington. No, I don't think so.
Hi everyone, Luke Stuckmeyer here with your Coors Light Cold Hard Fact Sportsnet Central update. Injuries on the offensive line and at the wide receiver position have forced the Bears to make a few roster moves today. They waived third-string quarterback David Fales, veterans Kelvin Hayden, and fullback Tony Fiametta. Bears will probably fill some of those roster spots from the practice squad. Todd Hollinsworth joins me after the game for post-game live. Now back to the Bird and Len and Jim.
Luke, thank you. The 30th annual Cubs convention comes up at the Sheraton Chicago Hotel and Towers, January 16th, 17th, and 18th, 2015. Hotel packages are still on sale at the Sheraton Chicago, and weekend passes go on sale this Tuesday, September 16th. For more information or to book your stay, go to CubsConvention.com. Felix Doubront shutting out the Pirates on 3 hits through 4 and a 1-0 count on 2011 National League All-Star Gabby Sanchez.
He hit a rocket last time up, but a line out to Alcantara in center.
Angels have won 9 in a row. They have scored at least 7 runs in their last 8 straight, as they get set tonight to host the Astros. Feldman and Weaver scheduled pitchers. Angels 92 up, 55 down. They've got an 11-game lead on the A's. That race is over, as Hawk would say. Sanchez with a base hit.
Yeah, amazingly so. An epic collapse here for the A's. And boy, if they don't make the postseason, my goodness. They were 72-44. The A's were with a 4-game lead. Wow. They've got 9-22 since then. And the Angels have blown by them.
A's lost at Seattle last night.
Sonny Gray, Felix Hernandez, the pitching matchup tonight.
Snyder, ball one.
The Dodgers lead over the Giants down to 1 game. Giants beat them 9-0 last night. And they lost to Ryu.
In the first inning.
Yeah,
right?
He's got a tender shoulder.
Greinke and Hudson tonight. Sad news, Frank Torrey, the older brother of Joe Torrey, has passed away at age 82. 7 seasons with the Milwaukee Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Homered twice in the World Series for the Braves in 1957 as they beat the Yankees. Our condolences to Joe and the entire Torrey family. Bronx 2-1 is outside. 3-1. The pitcher's on deck. I mentioned the Braves lost at Texas today. Evan Gattis has strep, so he will not play that at all in that series. Full count, 3-2.
I'm sure the Braves felt they'd be able to go down to Texas and take care of the Rangers, but so far they've lost 2 in a row.
Royals having trouble with the Red Sox, although they're leading tonight 5-1. Yeah, at this time of year, you don't assume anything. Boston's taken the first 2 games of that series in Kansas City.
Well, that's the nature of baseball, right?
The strength of schedule thing is, it's noteworthy, I suppose, to mention it going into it, but it doesn't always play out the way you think.
This is a game of percentages, and in a short series, anything can happen. And on any given day, obviously, anything can happen.
Bounce to Alt. Just didn't feel comfortable making that throw and decided to take the sure out.
Yeah, and that's the key. If you don't trust yourself to make the play there, you've got a 3-run lead. You don't want to create a situation to provide a big inning. And make sure you get an out. You got the pitcher coming up here.
So not a bunting situation with a runner at second and 1 out.
And I don't think he could have gotten 2 with that slow chopper. You know, that would be the difference maker there. If you could have gotten 2, then yes, go to second base. Yeah, with Locke coming up here to hit, if you had gotten the force at second, Locke probably is up there to bunt him along anyway. Cubs have made a number of bad decisions in the field on this road trip. I think that was a smart one by Olt.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. I think that old play brings up a conversation I was having before the game about kind of the nuance of young players at this level and results versus process. And this coaching staff is really big about the process. Obviously, the results matter. Here's a pitch, fouled back. But here's an example. 9th inning last night, Cubs are down 4. Runner at second, Logan Watkins tries to bunt for a hit, bunts right back to the pitcher. He was upset about not getting the job done. So the staff, they talked to him. They said, let's go through the thought process. And that was the right thing to do.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Yeah.
Yes. But he had more time than he thought. He said, they're giving me the base. They're back around the infield. There's a bouncer to Alt, and he'll handle this by himself. So the thought was absolutely correct. Get on base. Don't even worry about driving in the run. It was the execution and the approach. He squared late, kind of a sneak attack, when really he should have squared early. He already had the surprise down. They were playing back. Just get it down one of the lines. But that's really important because a lot of times, you know, young players get it in their head that's the wrong thing to even try to do, and then down the road they hit a ground ball to second because they think they're not supposed to bunt in that spot, and that's not what the point of that was. You know, your thought process was correct. You just didn't execute. So it's not all black and white. There's some gray area in just about everything.
And what you typically see is young players thinking they're doing the right thing team-wise, giving themselves up and trying to bunt somebody over.
That'll hold up.
When they should just be swinging away. But that wasn't the case with Watkins last night.
Absolutely. So DeBron has given up some hard contact at times, but they've been hit right at defenders. 3-0.
If you sign up for DirecTV's latest deal, prepare to be blindsided. Because they'll double your rate before you know it. And you'll find you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you over $3,000. That's why the smart choice is Xfinity. You can see all the best action in football all season long, with no surprises. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
These vehicles need more than a road. They need a runway. Because with this much power and innovation, they won't be driving too fast. They'll be flying too low.
Get 0% APR for 75 months plus 1,000 bonus cash and no monthly payments for 90 days on Grand Caravan.
Discount Tire wants you to drive safe. Winter tires grip the road better than all-season tires in weather conditions 45 degrees and below. Get a $50 Visa prepaid card on 4 winter tires purchased with your Discount Tire credit card.
Enjoy premium taste with Chili's Top Shelf Enchiladas. Check out our jalapeno barbecue chicken or beef short rib enchiladas. Handmade with fresh premium ingredients like house-made corn and black bean salsa. Chili's Top Shelf Enchiladas. More life happens here.
Season after season, one network captures the most exhilarating moments in Chicago sports. Comcast Sportsnet. We understand your passion, and we're as obsessed as you are. This is Comcast Sportsnet.
Hey, welcome back. It's the top half of the 6th. Cubs lead 3-0. Clark is the official team mascot of the Chicago Cubs and can be part of your next gathering this offseason. From charity events to birthday parties, Clark is available all year round. Email him directly at clark@cubs.com or visit cubs.com/Clark for more information on how to book Clark for your next special event. Could be a lonely winter for Clark. You should get him out there to your party.
Yeah, it's a cool night. 61 as we got started. Probably now in the upper 50s.
Tough night for Valleca so far. Struck out first time up with a couple men on base and then bounced into a double play in the third. A run did come home on that play, but he was looking for a lot more in that situation.
This huge crowd has been kept fairly quiet tonight by the visitors. We're leading 3-0 in the 6th.
For the most part has been good tonight. He's allowed 6 hits, 4 in succession to start the 3rd inning. Infield single Alcantara, home run Baez, double Valbuena, RBI single Castillo. But other than that, he's been really good. Sometimes that's all it takes, though. One bad inning.
That foul ball started in the upper deck. Bounced off, I think, a railing, the cement pad there in the lower deck. Bounced over the Cub dugout back onto the field.
So many people had a chance to get their hands on it.
Nobody could get it. Getting ready for the pierogi race.
Like a cat. Like a cat. You're like a cat.
I think they already ran it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I missed it.
You were focusing on something else. Got to get your priorities in order.
A pierogi is a dumpling of unleavened dough. First boiled, then baked or fried in butter with onions usually. Does that make you hungry? I had some good pierogies in my day.
Yeah, see, I need to revisit the pierogi because I haven't had a lot of success with the pierogi yet. You know, you say doughy, you say butter, you say fried, you say onion. I mean, it's all right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit hard, but right to Walker on the ground, and he gets Valleca. Baltaz flied out both times. Change up. 1-0.
Like 1 for 3 last night. And final time up, he rocked the double off the wall and right. Appears to be Brandon Compton, and it is. Clock closing in on 100 pitches. Another changeup.
Toward third and foul. We've mentioned this story before, but the Pirate nickname came from the late 1800s. They had signed a couple of players who had not been put on the Philadelphia Athletics reserve list. They were kind of pirated away. That's how the Pirates came to be here in Pittsburgh. Players League fell apart in 1890. Well, I guess only one player was with the A's, Lou Bierbauer. And then a sports writer in Philadelphia claimed that Pittsburgh had pirated away Bierbauer.
As opposed to pirates cruising up and down the Allegheny River being the source of that nickname.
More about baseball pirating, I guess. Yeah, I have references the other day, mentalfloss.com. They do the origins of all 30 team nicknames. Kind of cool. You want to hear the Cubs one?
I do.
Chicago's first professional baseball team, known as the Chicago White Stockings, when the team began to sell off its experienced players in the late 1880s. Local newspapers began to refer to the club as Anson's Colts. Reference to player manager Cap Anson's roster of youngsters. By 1890, Colts had caught on. And the team had a new nickname. When Anson left in 1897, the Colts became the Orphans, a depressing nickname if there ever was one. Frank Seeley took over. The youthful roster in 1902, a local newspaper dubbed the team Cubs, and the name stuck.
Because if for years, right, it was kind of an informal deal. They were just the Chicago team, or you were the Pittsburgh club, and just whatever kind of was the nickname of the day. And like I said, I think a lot of it was generated by the sports writers.
Phillies were founded in 1883 and known as the Quakers. They then became the Philadelphias, which then became the Phillies. 1943, the Blue Jays were selected as the name. Kind of fans were submitting entries. They wore a Blue Jay patch on the uniform for a couple of years, but it just didn't catch on. So
they went back to being the Phillies.
Yeah.
The Dodgers were the bridegrooms at one point, and apparently a lot of young guys have just gotten married, so they were the bridegrooms.
The Trolley Dodgers. Pedestrians who dodged trolleys in Brooklyn. Two balls, no strikes on Junior Lake. Missed again.
Borderline. The walk of Volt, the second walk issued by Locke tonight, the first since walking Castillo back in the first inning. Yeah, that was a good pitch. Got pinched a little bit there.
Here comes.
Wow, how about that? A 3-0 changeup. Russell Martin has a lot of confidence in Locke's ability to throw that changeup, and he had a lot of confidence in Lake's willingness to chase there. But boy, you can't blame Junior for thinking he's going to get a heater on 3-0 in this situation. Now fastball in to try to jam him.
Ball four, back-to-back walks. That'll be it. Here comes Clint Hurdle. So the lefty done for the night. After 5 1/3, the Cubs lead 3-0 and threatening to get some more when we come back.
This winter, Discount Tire wants you to drive safe. Did you know that winter tires are not just for snow? Winter tires grip the road better than all-season tires in weather conditions 45 degrees and below, giving you quicker starts and safer stops. Get a $50 Visa prepaid card on 4 winter tires purchased with your Discount Tire credit card. And remember, if ever you're not satisfied with one of our tires, please feel free to bring it back. Thank you. Discount Tire.
Hey, hon.
Hey, baby.
Were you eating smoked sausage in here?
No.
Could have gotten me one.
I did.
Add some spice to your day with Dunkin's Spicy Smoked Sausage Breakfast Sandwich. The smoked sausage you crave, now spicy. Grab one today. America runs on Dunkin'. Start your morning spicy. Hurry in today for a spicy smoked sausage breakfast sandwich.
It's here. Ford's Great American Tailgate Event. Featuring America's best-selling brand. Introducing Ford Edge, Explorer, Escape, and the 2015 Ford Expedition. All powered by EcoBoost technology. Hurry in to Ford's Great American Tailgate Event. Now save on most Ford SUVs and crossovers with 0% financing for 72 months and pay no interest for 6 years.
Back-to-back walks ending the night of Jeff Locke. So the Pirates will go with right-hander Brandon Compton. His bullpen has been lights out here as of late.
Compton has pitched 15 times this year for the Pirates. Works as both the starter and a reliever. He's 3-4 with a 4.72 ERA. He has not worked since last weekend in Chicago. As a matter of fact, 1 week ago tonight.
They have the lowest bullpen ERA this month and have now allowed 2 earned runs in their last 24 1/3 innings for a 0.74 ERA.
10 times as a starter, 5 times out of the bullpen for the Pirates this year for Compton. 5-4 down at AAA in 11 starts. Fastball, slider, and a change. And in that outing against the Cubs last week, he had a pretty good heater going. We'll see what he features here tonight.
Pop up. Infield fly rule in effect as Mercer makes the grab. That's the kind of ball I think he should have dropped just to see what the base runners might do. It wasn't hit very high. I've had this conversation with many people inside the game, and I think most agree there would be a time in a big spot where you might think about doing that to see if a base runner